So let's get started on this Canva Editor Learn and Play workbook. You will see a template first off, and then my template, or actually my purple button, looks a little different from yours, and that's because I created the template for you. So I'm going to choose use template for new design. You will choose the purple button. So once you get started, you will see all of the slides below of the ones that you're going to be learning and working on. This toolbar at the bottom, the slide bar, will show you all of the things that you're going to work on. There's about 14 things. I know it looks like a lot, but it goes pretty fast. So let's get started. The first homepage, there really is not anything for you to do. It's just telling you that there's a little cheat sheet here in case you need a little cheat sheet reminder. Second slide, or the second piece, is slide 4. We're going to work on is called inserting text. So on the next ones, you're always going to have a title slide, and then you're going to have the learn on the left and the play on the right. On the right is where you'll practice. So we're going to practice inserting some text and then resizing. What I'm going to do is come to the left side. I'm going to go to text, and you can add a text box if you like. If you do that, mine comes out pretty large, so I just kind of just pull on the sides and resize it. Or one of the things that you can do, and then just start typing, like you can just start typing whatever it is that you want. Or you can get even more creative. And let me take that away first. You can get more creative and scroll down and do any of these cool font combinations. I think that are really fun to use. If you are so inclined, I like the Spring Vibes one. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to actually take away what's on this page first. Move that off to the side and delete and delete. And now I'm going to move my Spring Vibes over, resize it to fit the page. And then instead of saying Spring Vibes, I'm going to put my name instead. There we go. And you can write whatever you want on there. I just think these are fun colors I'd like to use. Going to slide 6, this is editing text. So kind of similar to what we just did a little while ago, except you have these great nameplates that you can use in your classroom. So the cool thing about these is you don't have to buy them anymore. You can just add your own elements, your own design, and create them in Canva and have them printed in color and put them in your classroom. No need to purchase any from Teacher Pay Teachers. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to select this by double clicking. So I just double clicked it. And then I'm going to come up to my font, and I'm going to just change the font to something else. I do have certain fonts that I like to use. Let's see. And again, you can, since we're just playing around with it, you can just use whatever you like. I kind of like this. Let's see. I'm gonna do this Grand Hotel one, and it's a little too small for me. So over here, I'm just going to enlarge it by clicking on the font size, or you can just add your own to make it quicker. And then I'm going to change this to my name again. And as I said before, just have just type whatever you want, change the font. The cool thing is you can also change the color. So if you're not wanting just your standard black, click on the A with all the colors, and you can change it to whichever color you prefer. So go ahead and play around with that. Um, and then add the names or whatever it is that you want. This one came out in uh, this one came out 2 lines, and that's because my my text box was not, let me get that back. My text box was not large enough. So, I don't want to move that whole thing. Okay, going back. So you can create 2 lines here if you want. Let's go back to group again. And again, you can create anything you want. You can make it as big as you want, as small as you want. Um, if you want to resize it, you can. Just have fun with it. All right. So we are now going to move into text effects on slide number 8. So on text effects, these are really cool certificates that you can create for your classroom if you are doing classroom awards. So what I'm going to do first off is click here on the name, and we're going to add an effect on the page so that it's not just simply straight. So when you come up to the top here in this menu bar, click on effects. You can scroll down and we're going to do a curved shape. So we're going to curve this shape, and you can either leave it alone at that curve or you can make the curve even more so or less so. So by sliding over this bar, and then you can again, you can add more text effects. Oops, more text effects by clicking on it, going back to effects, and you can also click on these and as well as change the font to whichever font you want. Okay, that is text effects. And then, of course, move it to, again, meet your needs, however you feel you need to move it. All right, we are going to move on to search for elements on slide 5. This one is pretty fun. We are going to use the 3D classroom search term, and then we're going to put some elements into this classroom. So on the left side, you have elements, and we're going to do 3D classroom. And then I always choose graphics. And then you're going to just add any of these features, elements to the classroom. Let's add a bookcase, resize it, move it over, still a little too big, and then put it wherever you want. And then if you don't, let's say you made a mistake, you can come up to the undo button and undo. I'm just going to scoot it over. And then again, add some more features, add whatever you want to it. Add a little bit of the ABCs alphabet. Again, it's a little too big, so I'm going to make it a little smaller. You've got this plus button you can move right there. And let's add, let's see, ooh, let's add a plant. Love to have plants in my classroom. Resize it, move it on over, place it wherever you want. Let's add another plant just because they should have friends. And you can use the plus sign to move it over, make it a little smaller than that one. And then let's add, why not? Let's add a student. And we'll move the student and place the student here. So again, we're just playing around with the elements, adding features to it, adding whatever you want to your 3D classroom. All right, let's look at changing element colors. This one is, we're going to click on each of the images, and from here we're going to show, I'm going to show you how to change the colors. So I'm going to start with this bottom one right here, this one that looks like a leaf. So when I click on it, and you'll see this menu at the top, you're going to see that this is the color that it is right now. If you click on that, you've got your color palette on the side here. You can also click on the rainbow color and then just use the slide bar to add whatever color you want. And then I'm going to choose the mug. On the mug, it's got 3 different colors here. So I'm going to change the mug colors, just any random colors just to practice. There we go. Next, we're going to do the flower. Looks like this lighter gray is the color of the flower. Let's do a red. And then looks like the dark black is the leaves, and then the stem. Let's do the stem that color. So again, oops, sorry. Let's go ahead and just change the different colors to whatever you want and have fun with it and continue doing the rest. Apple, another red color on the apple. think that's the darker color. No, it's this one, red. Yep. And then just continue to play around. All right, once those are all completed, you are going to move to your slide on over to alignment. So, alignment is actually taking things that are not straightened and we're going to tidy them up. So, once, like you can see, these are pretty much straightened. I'm going to actually select by clicking up. Let's try that again. Here we go. So I've just selected, and then I'm going to come up to position, and I'm going to where it says space evenly, tidy up. And that's pretty much what you're going to be doing is tidying up. And sometimes it does do that where it takes it and instead tidies it up, but you can, oops, undo, you can tidy them up, try to tidy them up a little bit differently. Let's do it this way. And then what we can do is select again and then go back to position and tidy up. And there it is. It's tidied up for you. All right, moving on to locking elements. These are great, especially when you're pushing things out to students and you do not want them to move items around. So we're going to click and hold your shift button and click on all of the things that you want to lock. So I'm going to just lock on the outside features here. And then what you're going to be doing is you've got this lock button and I've locked it. So what you can do is when you try to move these, they don't move. I did not lock this one. So you can see that this one's, you can move this one. If I wanted to lock it, you can see right here, I've clicked on it. Here is the padlock. It shows the unlock position. I can lock it and now I cannot move it. So try those out. And then let's look at grouping things together. What you would do is again, you would click and then hold down the shift, click, and then you're going to, once you release, you're going to see this group button and you will click it so things move together. Okay, so you can try that out. The same thing, if you wanted all of it to move at once, you would need to click everything that you want to group together. And then once you release, it will show you the group or ungroup. Okay, let's go to 10, editing shapes. So we are going to add a speech bubble here and a star here, and then we're going to change the colors of all of them. So what I like to do is head on over to elements, and we are going to search shapes, or actually shapes was actually right there, and click on see all, and we are looking for the speech bubble. So there's the speech bubble, click on it. I like to resize it to fit the box. And then I'm going to change the color of the speech bubble. Let's make it up. I'm going to change the color of the arrow by clicking on it, heading over to this button here, color, and change the arrow. Let's change the cloud color. Let's make that a dark blue. And then we're going to add a star. So there's different stars. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to add it. There it is. Move it over. It took the color of the last element that I used. So star, but I'm going to change that color to a yellow. All right, so that is your inserting shapes and editing shapes. Moving next to 11, we are uploading a photo. So on the next page, you're going to either click and watch the video in case you get lost. You're going to upload a video from your device, meaning your computer. So on the side over here, you have this upload button. And you can upload a file here by clicking upload files. And it's going to take me to the last place I was. So I have lots of different things I can go to. I have a lot of PNGs I can look at. Let me see. Where is, there it is. Check out the PNGs. I've got tons of them. but you just select from here. And what I'm going to do instead is one that I already have here. Now, if you wanted to take the entire shape, you're going to slowly drag it and then release, and it will actually take the shape of the frame that it was put in. Okay, so have a try at that. We are on 12 now, frames. Again, it's the same principle. You're going to insert photos and videos into frames. You can use this Canva science experiment, or you can go and try anything. It doesn't have to be that Canva science experiment. You can do, I'm very partial to cats, so I'm going to choose cats, and I'm going to take this little fella here and, well, cuts off his ears. So let's try something else. Hey, let's try this little guy and put him in here, release, and then let's do another one here, actually. And I say actually quite a bit. Let's put a video in. You can click on videos and upload any of these little videos here. So let's put this little video in there. And then that's the video that will play. Let's do another photo. Oh, this one's cute. Put the photo in here. And then let's do one more video. Oh, this one's cute too. There are too many cute ones. All right, so these are my videos. Got a couple of videos. You can tell they're videos and a couple of pictures. All right, moving on to 13, we are going to use the background remover from an image. So what you're going to do is click on the image, and you're going to get this frame around it. Click on the BG remover, which is background remover, and now you have your background removed. Okay, once again, I'm going to show you that. So again, click on it, background remover, and now you have this. Pretty simple. And I told you it didn't go take very long, but now we have our last one, which is using the draw tool. So we are going to take the verbs and that are on this list and highlight them. So we're going to highlight them. So what I do is click here. Oops. On the side here of your menu, you have the tool button, and you're going to click what looks like the draw tool. And then you're going to have different options. I'm going to choose the yellow highlighter, and we are going to highlight walk, sleep, swim. And that is your tools for drawing. You can highlight, you can mark stuff up, you have an eraser, and you can change the color of your highlighter, the color of your marker, the color of your pen. And then, of course, these are your settings and the width of things. So going here, you are all done. I'm going to show you how to share it with me now so that I'm able to view it. You are going to go to the share button here at the top. You need to change the access level. So when you click on access level, please select anyone with the link, and we're going to change can edit to view. You are going to now copy that link and send that link or attach that link to your assignment, and then click done. And that's it.